Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, just this past week, we've learned that the rapper Craig Mack, who passed in 2018, his actual cause of death was from HIV/AIDS and not from heart failure, like we were being told around the time in of his passing. So Rolling Stone just got a hold of this information, y'all. But it's just kind of like people can't even rest in peace, and y'all can't leave this man's family alone. Like, what made somebody want to go dig up Craig Mack's cause of death? I don't know, y'all, but let me get into this article, y'all, so I can see because I'm still not understanding what was the reason for them. Why are we even knowing this? What was the reason for them even needing to find out that information? So let me read this article, y'all. At the time of Mac's 2018 death, his family attributed his death to congestive heart failure, but a recent Rolling Stone article says otherwise. Bad Boy Records rapper Craig Mack was also known for his 1994 hit single, Flavor in Your Ear. Raised in Trenton, New Jersey, Mack was one of the early artists signed to Bad Boy. Flavor in Your Ear was one of the label's first big hits and helped establish the label as a major force in the hip hop industry. The song was later remixed with verses from artists like The Notorious Big, LL Cool J, and Busta Rhymes, further solidifying its impact. Despite the success of Flavor in Your Ear, Mac's career never reached the same heights again. His debut album, Project Funk the World, was well received but overshadowed by the meteoric rise of Biggie, who was also on Bad Boy. Mac released his second album, Operation Get Down, in 1997, but it didn't achieve significant commercial success. Mac later stepped away from the music industry and became involved in a cult like religious community. He passed away in March 2018 at the age of 47. At the time, his family attributed his death to congestive heart failure, but a recent Rolling Stone article says otherwise. It reads, while Mac's family honored his wishes and repeated his assertion that he had congestive heart failure, Mac's cause of death was HIV/AIDS. According to his death certificate, he had refused to seek treatment. Friend Andrew Karn told the publication he thinks Mack was diagnosed in New York, leading him to the Overcomer Ministry in South Carolina, where he used the church as a shield to ward off the shadows of the past. I believe he was very much in denial, but that's him living his truth to the end, Karn said. I know that sounds really crazy, but you have to know him to understand that. As much as that bothers me, I understand why he did what he did. He lived his truth. Many saw it as Mac's way of cleansing his sins. As friend Chris Jennings put it, he was getting his soul right to meet God. In late 2014, Mac was telling people he'd been diagnosed with congestive heart failure, but due to his religious beliefs, seeking medical was seen as not putting faith in God's ability to heal. But Jennings said Mac was once hospitalized and took some medication before refusing to take anything else. Soon it was impossible to hide just how gravely ill he was. Gaunt, bedridden, and barely able to speak, he was nearing the end. Mac wanted to stay in his home with no medical intervention, and his family honored his wishes. Mac's ex wife, Roxanne Hill Johnson, is confident the trouble in Mac's life started with Diddy, who allegedly prevented him from having a long, successful music career in the 90s. I do feel like Puff's the trigger. He effed my family up, she said. Puff kicked it off. He was the catalyst. So, yeah, and we've heard the many stories about Puffy, Diddy, or whatever y'all want to call that man. He's still the same, he's still the same person, regardless of whatever he changes his name to. He's still the same person. And we've all heard stories since the 90s. And it's 2024, and we're still hearing things about things that this man's done to ruin people's lives and to ruin people's careers. But it's just pretty just hard to say. Like, it was, could it been 100% Puppy, or could it been, some of what your ex-husband had going on too. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently I feel like if he, because we're talking about 2018, y'all. 2018 is not like, knowing about people or knowing of people with HIV/AIDS in 2018 It's not the same way as it was in, 1990 and, all around there. It's not that same way. So was it something he was hiding? That's why I said, his wife, yeah, I get it, because we've all heard the stories and seen proof in a whole lot of cases of how Puffy or Diddy, how he ruined people's lives. So I get that part right there, but can we 100% blame Diddy for all of that? Because obviously Craig Mack has some demons in his closet too. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, y'all, it's just still, now I'm back to that question that I asked at the beginning of this video. What made Rolling Stone, who said how did Craig Mack really die? Or who thought about that and said, let me go pull this man's death certificate? Like, for real, like, who literally thought about pulling Craig Mack's death certificate to see how he passed? Like, did somebody say something to them to make them question that? And that's why it was put. Like, why did they feel the need to go and pull this man? This man passed in 2018. Is it something that has something to do with the family getting some money or something? What was the reason that these people had to pull this man's death certificate, y'all? That's what I'm trying to understand. That's what I'm trying to understand. What was the reason that they have to pull this man's death certificate? So now y'all got this. If he wanted the world to believe that he died of congestive heart failure, why can't y'all just let that man just let that just that seek? Why y'all can't do that? Y'all talking about the family honoring his wishes, and then I'm just shaking my head right now, y'all, because I'm trying to understand these people's reason for feeling the need to go and look at this man's death certificate, y'all. Like, I seriously just do not get it. I have not heard any type of explanation as to why. And I don't know, have y'all heard anything? Because if y'all haven't heard anything, I for damn sure haven't heard anything. So maybe we just won't hear anything as to why they felt like they needed to go do this. And then why they felt the need to go broadcasting it to the world. Okay, if you felt the need to go and pull his death certificate because you had, for whatever reason, and you go pull this man's death certificate, you done found the answer that you were looking for, and you couldn't just let people just think what he wanted them to think. You had to go broadcasting it to the world. Oh, he ain't died congestive heart failure. They lied. He died of AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? I don't get that part. What is the reason? But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. Rest in peace to Craig Mack, because for real, if y'all don't know, if y'all don't know, I'm sure a lot, anybody that's listening to this video, y'all clicked on this video because you know who Craig Mack is. So I can't say if you don't know who he is, then you might want to go pull up, because lyrically he was a beast. Lyrically he was a beast. He was just overshadowed. We know when Biggie's debut, when Ready to Die dropped, that put a hold on everything. Everybody was rocking with Ready to Die. So anybody on Bad Boy, I could see how Craig Mack was kind of pushed to the back because of Biggie. I can see that it's not right, but just like I said, the way that Biggie blew up. But then we also know that we also know Diddy's his we also know about him. We also know about how he do his artist. So just like I said, it's a whole lot of that wrapped up into all of that. But yeah, y'all. So rest in peace to Craig Mack, man. I feel bad that these people went to go do all of that, and now y'all telling the world that this man died of AIDS. Although he is, he's dead, but his family's still here, and they honored his wishes for this long. And here comes a damn magazine to want to go and pull this man's death certificate to tell the world that he had AIDS, HIV. Come on, y'all. But anywho, rest in peace to Craig Mack. Thank y'all for watching this video. I'm out.